Have you seen how this adorable puppy transforms into a truly frightening threat? Or how this baby shark becomes a super predator? Today you'll see the best transformations in the animal kingdom. Let's watch it. It's fascinating. Shark. These predators are so cute as babies that you'd want to buy a fish tank and take a few home. Although newborn great white sharks enter the world at a considerable size of 5 feet long, not bad to start with, don't think they are already small predators. These little ones' lives are fraught with dangers. Imagine being born in a sea full of hungry hunters larger than you. Survival is like a lottery. In fact, only a few of the 10 pups that a female great white shark can have at once reach adulthood. It's as if they are born with a sign that says, "Eat me." And if natural predators weren't enough, we also have humans. Indiscriminate fishing has endangered these fascinating creatures. In contrast, their cousins, the hammerhead sharks, have a slightly more successful breeding strategy. Females give birth to up to 30 pups in shallow bays, where crustaceans abound to satisfy their appetite, and where larger predators dare not enter. Hammerhead shark pups spend about 3 years learning to hunt in these natural nurseries before venturing into the open sea. Undoubtedly, the life of a shark, whether white or hammerhead, is full of challenges. But as they reach adulthood, they cease to look cute and become one of the fiercest-looking predators in the world. Just look at those teeth. That's why it's best not to get too close to adult sharks unless you're protected by a giant cage. Would you dare to be there? Polar bears. Polar bears are some of the cutest cubs you'll see. Just look at their cute faces peeking out from the snow. Females that have mated in the spring and are fat enough to sustain a pregnancy build and enter a maternity den in the fall, which soon becomes hidden under mountains of snow. While in the den, mother bears do not eat or drink but live off their body fat. In late fall or early winter, they give birth to 1 to 3 small and helpless cubs, which they nurse until they are strong enough to leave the den 3 or 4 months later. The denning period is considered the most vulnerable time in a polar bear's life. Once the cubs are strong enough to withstand the Arctic's rigors outside the den, the family heads to the sea ice to immediately hunt seals because the mother is hungry. She has already gone 8 months without eating. This is just a glimpse of what they are capable of. When they reach adulthood, they are not only a massive presence with enormous brute strength, but they are also very aggressive and territorial. Just look at what happened to this explorer.
Oh, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. And push.
Kangaroo. Look at a baby kangaroo peeking its furry head out of mom's pouch, ready to explore the world. They are too cute. At 4 months old, this little marsupial dares to nibble on grass and take its first hops in search of food. Over the following weeks, the little one continues to use the pouch as a refuge, to sleep and feed. But gradually, it becomes more independent, until finally, it's ready to face the world on its own. In Australia, it's not uncommon to see them hopping across the plains or resting in the shade of a tree. In fact, there are over 40 different species of kangaroos, from the giant red kangaroo to the tiny rat kangaroo. But don't be fooled by their calm appearance. While kangaroo attacks are rare, they can be quite serious. Their sharp claws can cause deep cuts, and their powerful kicks can cause bruises and internal injuries. So if you encounter a kangaroo, the best thing you can do is slowly back away and avoid eye contact if you don't want to become their next victim. Rottweiler. A fluffy ball with legs and a tail. That's how Rottweiler puppies are. A whirlwind of soft fur, playful bites, and endless mischief. But don't be fooled by their adorable appearance, because these little earthquakes are destined to become true titans. With an average of 8 puppies per litter, full of furry tails and tiny teeth biting everything in their path. As they grow, these adorable devils transform into imposing guardians. Standing up to 27 inches tall and weighing up to 150 pounds, they command respect with their jet black fur, broad head, and deep gaze, enough to intimidate you. Famous for their intelligence, strength, and loyalty, Rottweilers are natural guard dogs. With a bite force of 328 psi, they are an impenetrable barrier to any intruder who dares to threaten their family and home, or even this breed can undoubtedly face other animals and fight. Often used as a guard dog, the Rottweiler is a breed you wouldn't want to mess with. Wolf! Wolf pups are born the size of your hand, blind, deaf, with light fur and small ears. They seem clumsy and vulnerable, right? Wrong. They're little wolves, and from the get-go, they're full of life and ready to conquer the world, or at least their den. At first, these little explorers can only crawl, suckle, and lick. But don't be fooled by their harmless appearance. Their bites are already strong enough to take off a finger. As they grow, they discover the world around them. They develop their balance, taste, and touch, gradually becoming little fierce wolves. Between 3 and 5 weeks old, they can already open their eyes, revealing a beautiful blue color that will change to gold as they mature. Between 8 and 10 weeks, their lives take an exciting turn. They leave the den with their parents and move to a rendezvous site where they'll learn to be real wolves. At this point, they're weaned and eat like adults. They even start to look like them, with their characteristic fur. But the most impressive thing is hearing them howl. Between 8 and 16 weeks, their howls go from simple whimpers to moving melodies echoing through the forest. Gorilla. Now observe this little gorilla, with pink skin and sparse hair, clinging to its mom as if life depended on it. And indeed it does. Gorillas usually give birth to their young once every 4 years, a wait forgotten when you see that cute face. Typically, only one is born, but sometimes twins arrive. These baby gorillas weigh just 4.41 pounds at birth. They're playful like any child. They love playing with their siblings or friends, wrestling, somersaulting, climbing trees. They even form chains and walk synchronized through the jungle. For the first 6 months, the young are glued to their mom, almost like gum. They breastfeed for 2.5 to 3 years. And dad? Well, the silverback gorilla, the troop leader, can be a bit grumpy but also has a tender side when playing with his kids. But don't mess with him if you don't want trouble. This primate is stronger than 2 men. Plus, he can lift over 1,763.70 pounds, as if it's nothing. In nature, he uses that strength to bring down trees and reach fruits high in branches. And if you think that's impressive, wait until you see the fights between silverbacks. They're epic. And beware, they can end badly. So you know, if you encounter a gorilla, it's better to run away. They're stronger, faster, and have thicker skulls than ours. In your house, who's the gorilla? Cheetah! Tell me if there's anything more endearing than these felines. After a 3-month gestation period, females usually have 3 to 5 cubs. Cubs are born with all their spots and a stripe of long silver hair called a mantle running down their backs. This additional fur can help protect them from the harsh weather or camouflage them among the tall grass of the African savanna. How ingenious nature is. Cheetah moms are luxury teachers. From 6 months old, they teach their little ones to hunt and escape predators. But a cheetah cub's life isn't easy. Many don't survive to adulthood, as they are hunted by lions, hyenas, and other animals. That's why moms protect them so much and frequently change their location. Despite the dangers, cubs live with their mom for 18 months. Then, females go their own way, and males form groups of friends called coalitions until they mature. Upon reaching adulthood, these felines become a threat. An adult cheetah can run at 65 miles faster than a car on the highway. So if you see them on the savannah, don't hesitate to admire them from a distance. Giraffe. Imagine a baby the size of a basketball player at birth. That's how giraffes are. They're born standing over 5.91 feet tall and weigh between 220 and 253 pounds. A true giant from the very beginning. And if that surprises you, wait until you hear that their mom carries them in her belly for 15 months, almost twice as long as a human baby. This long gestation period ensures that the calf is born strong enough to stand and move quickly on the savanna, where hungry predators abound. The most curious thing is that giraffes are born in a sort of superhero position. First the front legs and head, then the body, and finally the hind legs, just like Superman. Don't worry about the 2-meter drop at birth. Their large size and the elasticity of their bodies mean that this landing doesn't harm them. In fact, it helps them break the umbilical cord and breathe for the first time. Nature's creation is perfect, don't you think? Unfortunately, many young giraffes don't survive their first year of life, falling prey to hungry lions. However, once they reach adulthood, their height protects them from most predators. Even adults must be cautious when drinking water or resting, as they are more vulnerable in these positions. But when they get angry, thanks to their large size, they can rampage through everything. Just look at this fight. I wouldn't want to be caught in the middle. Caucasian Shepherd Dog. A dog the size of a small bear, with a gaze that could melt steel and a bark that would shake walls. This is the Caucasian Shepherd. Originating from the rugged Caucasus Mountains, this furry giant has spent centuries protecting flocks and homes from intruders and predators. His imposing presence and unwavering loyalty have made him a legend among shepherds, and rightly so. Upon reaching adulthood, his bite is as strong as a shark's. But don't be fooled by his intimidating appearance. Behind that warrior facade lies a noble and affectionate heart. Caucasian shepherds are extremely devoted to their families, including other pets, with whom they form unbreakable bonds. However, bear in mind that this isn't a dog for beginners. His strong protective instinct and considerable size require an experienced owner who knows how to handle and train him properly. Elephant. Forget Dumbo. All baby elephants are adorable. They're like little giants weighing up to 264 pounds at birth. But don't be fooled by their size. They're precocious creatures. Within 20 minutes of birth, they can stand up, and within an hour, they're walking. In just 2 days, they're ready to keep up with the herd. This incredible ability to fend for themselves from such a young age is crucial for the survival of elephant herds, which need to migrate constantly in search of food and water. However, learning to use their trunk, that versatile tool, is a completely different story. For elephants, from calves to adults, the trunk is essential for survival. They use it to smell, grasp objects, and even touch. At first, the trunk is a clumsy toy for the baby elephant. They move it from side to side, trying to figure out how it works. Some even suck on it like a thumb. Around the age of 1, the calf finally learns to use its trunk to eat and drink. But they don't drink directly through it. They use it to suck up water like a straw. Despite their docile appearance, Asian elephants can be dangerous if they feel threatened. According to the Ministry of Environment, Forests, and Climate Change of India, around 500 people die each year because of these animals. It's important to remember that, although adorable, elephants are wild animals deserving of respect and distance. Their size makes them powerful and potentially dangerous. Hippopotamus. Baby hippos are absolutely adorable. With their small ears and permanent smile, it's hard not to be captivated by their cuteness. Their pregnancy lasts about 8 months, 1 month less than humans, and usually only one calf is born. Although twins are occasionally born, the survival of both is unlikely. In addition, calves enter the world with a complete set of teeth, ready to start eating grass within a few weeks of birth. Despite being herbivores, they won't hesitate to attack if they feel threatened or annoyed. Numerous media outlets, such as National Geographic and the BBC, report that hippos are responsible for the deaths of about 500 people each year. Among the most common attacks are charges and overturning boats, as well as direct attacks on people who get too close to their territory. A recent case in Malawi illustrates the danger these animals pose. A hippo charged and overturned a canoe, resulting in the death of a child and the disappearance of 23 people. The story reminds us that despite their adorable appearance, they are wild and potentially dangerous animals. Rhinoceros. This little tank of gray skin running through the African savanna is a baby rhinoceros, They're born weighing around 77 pounds and measuring approximately 2.62 feet tall. Despite their small size, within hours of birth, they can stand and walk, and within days, they're running and playing with their siblings. However, they're highly dependent on their mothers during their first 2 years of life. They stay close to her side at all times and learn everything they need to survive: how to find food and water, defend themselves from predators, and avoid dangers. As adults, they're imposing animals. They can weigh up to 7,936 pounds and stand up to 5.91 feet tall. They have thick, grayish skin like leather that protects them from predators. Their most distinctive feature is their large horn, made of keratin, the same material as our nails and hair. Despite their robust appearance, rhinos are peaceful animals. They only attack if they feel threatened. However, their large size and brute strength make them formidable opponents. Lion. Now we'll see these golden balls of fur with big, playful eyes wobbling through the savanna. That's how lion cubs are. They're born blind and deaf, weighing only 4.41 pounds. They're so small they fit in your hands. But don't be fooled by their cute appearance. These little felines have great potential. Within a few days of birth, they already open their eyes and begin exploring the world around them. At 3 weeks old, they can walk, and by 2 months, they're running and hunting alongside their siblings. Lion cubs are very playful and spend much of the day playing with each other or with their mother. They also learn to hunt by watching adult lionesses and practicing with small animals. As they grow, lion cubs become more independent. By 18 months old, they're young adults and can leave the pride to form their own group, becoming majestic and powerful. Males can weigh up to 551 pounds and have a mane that gives them an even more imposing appearance. Lions are carnivores, and their main diet consists of antelopes, zebras, and wildebeests. They're very efficient hunters and can bring down prey much larger than themselves. Here ends the tenderness of their early months of life. Now feel the true terror.
I know.
Bison. A giant plush toy sprinting across the prairie at full speed with a fluffy tail is the baby bison. They're born so small and cute that you'd want to hug them, but beware, mom bison won't be happy with that idea. With reddish or light brown fur, like they're wearing a permanent plush coat, these little explorers of the world weigh around 33 pounds at birth. They jump, frolic, and play with their brothers and sisters, turning the prairie into their own amusement park. But it's not all play. From a young age, they learn everything they need to survive on the savanna from their mothers. They watch how to graze, how to interact with other bison, and how to protect themselves from predators. As they grow, they lose their cute plush look and become imposing giants of the prairie. Adult males can weigh up to 2,204 pounds. Imagine them like a small car. Their fur becomes darker and thicker, and they develop a muscular hump on their back that gives them even more strength. Upon reaching adulthood, they fight each other for territory. Here we can see the strength they possess. You wouldn't want to mess with them. Raccoon. An adorable teddy bear with a masked face and nimble hands like a thief is the baby raccoon. These furry creatures with big, bright eyes are as cute as they are mischievous. These little bandits have a lot of energy. Within a few weeks of birth, they can already open their eyes and explore the world around them. At 2 months old, they climb trees and run through the forest with great agility, and they're very curious and love getting into trouble. They often sneak into houses, cars, and trash cans in search of food. As they grow, raccoons become more independent. By 9 months old, they're young adults and can leave their mother to live on their own. Their main diet includes fruits, nuts, insects, eggs, and small mammals. They're very intelligent animals and are known to open doors, trash cans, and even safes. They're also excellent climbers and swimmers. Although they're solitary animals, they sometimes gather in groups to search for food or defend themselves from predators. On some occasions, they've been known to attack domestic animals and even small children. So forget about their cute faces. If you encounter one, run. Musk ox. With dark brown fur like chocolate and a woolly mane on their head that looks like a natural afro, These little explorers of the cold weigh around 33 pounds at birth. Their short, sturdy legs propel them in wild runs. From a young age, babies learn everything they need to survive in the harsh Arctic tundra from their mothers. They watch how to dig through the snow to find food, how to interact with other musk oxen, and how to protect themselves from predators like wolves and polar bears. As they grow, they lose their cute plush look and become imposing woolly giants of the Arctic. Adult males can weigh up to 881 pounds. Their fur becomes thicker and longer, and they develop a muscular hump on their back that gives them even more strength. Females are a bit smaller but no less imposing. Both have curved horns that they use to defend themselves and fight for territory. Tiger. Tiger cubs are cotton balls with claws and fangs, stealthily moving through the jungle with blue eyes that shine like sapphires. They're born so small and adorable that they soften even the hardest heart. With soft orange fur and black stripes like they're wearing prisoner pajamas, these little explorers of the world weigh around approximately 2 at birth, a bit more than a domestic cat. But remember, they're not cats. They have the fierceness of a tiger right from the start. They observe the world with curiosity from their not yet fully opened blue eyes and practice roars that sound more like rough purrs. As they grow, tiger cubs become apprentice hunters. They watch their mothers stalk prey, learn to camouflage themselves among vegetation, and perfect the perfect somersault to catch their dinner. On the other hand, an adult tiger is an imposing creature that inspires respect and admiration. Males can weigh up to 661 pounds, more than 2 adult men. Their fur becomes denser and shinier, and their black stripes become more defined. Females are a bit smaller but no less fierce. Both have sharp fangs and claws that they use for hunting and defense. Brown bear. With brown fur, mischievous eyes, and a nose that sniffs everything around, this is a brown bear cub. They're like clumsy balls of fluff full of tenderness and fun. As they grow, they transform into majestic bears with imposing figures that dominate the forests and mountains. However, they never lose their curious spirit. Upon reaching adulthood, brown bears reach an impressive size, weighing up to 1,763 pounds. Their thick brown fur gives them a majestic appearance that commands respect. Behind that intimidating appearance lies a noble and gentle heart. They're solitary and calm animals that enjoy the peace and quiet of the forests. Despite their adorable appearance, brown bears are formidable predators. Their claws and fangs can inflict serious wounds, and their brute strength allows them to bring down prey much larger than themselves. They prefer to feed on carrion, berries, honey, and fish. They only hunt when necessary to obtain proteins. Moose. Meet this sweet calf with long legs like stilts and a huge nose searching for food everywhere. Watch them wobble through the forest, stumbling over their own legs. They're like young children learning to walk, exploring the world with big eyes full of wonder. Their bellowing is more like adorable squeaks, and their games consist of chasing butterflies and trying to corner their siblings. As they grow, these clumsy calves transform into majestic moose, who with their imposing figures dominate the forests and tundra. Upon reaching adulthood, they reach an impressive size, weighing up to 1,763 pounds. Their branched antlers and thick brown fur give them a majestic appearance that commands respect, especially because with their strength, they could easily hurt you. Despite their size, moose are surprisingly agile animals. Their long, strong legs allow them to run at high speeds, even in deep snow. And if they feel threatened, all you can do is run. Tibetan Mastiff. Puppies of this breed are the size of a baby polar bear, with fluffy fur like cotton candy and eyes that sparkle with curiosity. Forget about delicacy. These puppies are little furry tornadoes. They run, jump, and explore with contagious energy, leaving a trail of mischief in their wake. Their dense and abundant fur requires daily brushing to avoid tangles and maintain their adorable appearance. Despite their size, Tibetan Mastiffs are affectionate and protective dogs with their family. From puppies, they form a strong bond with their owners, following them everywhere like a furry shadow. They're intelligent and obedient dogs, always ready to accompany you on a walk. Their imposing size and majestic bearing make them natural guardians of the home. They're alert and brave dogs, always attentive to any danger. So due to their protective nature, they've been bred to be fierce attack machines capable of facing even the king of the jungle. We've seen 20 incredible animal transformations. Which of these animals do you find the most adorable and threatening? It makes me think about how nature teaches us that change is an essential part of life. How have you changed over the years? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content. Here are 2 options that you'll surely love.